Happy Independence Day, fellow Nigerians. This is October 1st, 2021. I woke up today and I remembered a conversation I had with someone that actually geared me towards making this video. It is really very interesting. Stick around and we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. This is Ujumpa of Ujumpa Unravels. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Kindly subscribe and click the notification button so you know when we upload new videos. And if you're a family member already, thank you. We see you, we appreciate you. We say thank you. So happy Independence Day, my fellow Nigerians. I usually use Bolt sometimes, or rather most times, when I want to move around. And usually when I use this Bolt, I strike a conversation with the drivers and, it becomes more like a very friendly ride. So I remember this young guy that came to carry me from where I went to. He was driving me home and we got talking. I asked him how long he's done the Bolt business. We talked about a few things. And he told me that he's also a driver on Uber platform. And I now told him that, I've heard a lot of drivers say that they drive for both apps, but they prefer Bolt. So I was now curious and asking him why they prefer Bolt. And he said something very surprising. First of all, he admitted that Uber is more structured, right? That on that app Uber, both drivers and passengers behave themselves because Uber takes any feedback seriously. So for instance, a driver reports a rider for being rude or anything bad, Uber would, when after investigation and they believe the accusation, they would automatically block the rider. And they do that also if the rider complains about a driver, they would investigate and then block the person. They don't really take things like that lightly. They take it seriously. And again, he did say that Uber takes more percentage than Bolt, right? So that's another main factor that he prefers using Bolt. And he said something striking. He said that anytime he turns his Uber app on, his behavior automatically changes and he can't even explain why. He feels it's because he knows that Uber do not take any irresponsible behavior lightly. So anytime he's using Uber app to carry a passenger, he does everything that are specified on the app that he should do. From wearing his mask, to being polite, to driving safely and within speed limit, virtually everything. But that surprisingly, if he decides to use his Bolt, he becomes a different person because he said that Bolt is a little bit more lenient than Uber. So he might decide not to even do the necessary things and it's okay. So he said, right? Now, I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but this particular discussion actually got me thinking. Assuming this claim is right, that's assuming that Uber is more disciplined than Bolt. Does it then mean that the problem that we have in this country, Nigeria, is that there are no consequences to bad behaviors? Because I often hear people say, forget it, Nigeria, we are not governable, forget it. But I don't think so. Because from this conversation, this is a Nigerian man that uses two different platforms. Whenever he's using platform A, he becomes a different person as to when he's using platform B. So in essence, I believe that the reason we have a lot of issues in this country is because there are no consequences. The laws are not being implemented. So people can do whatever with the right connection, even if it seems like you're going to enter problem or into trouble. If you have the right connection or you give the person in authority the right amount of money, the person turns the other way. So you see, as we are celebrating Independence Day today, I really would want us to sit in this for a minute and realize that the problem with us Nigerians is not that we can't be governed. It's because we don't have laws. And even if we do have laws, they are not implemented. There are no consequences for bad behaviors. So people go around doing whatever they wish to do, knowing that nothing would come out of it. Imagine if for every bad thing you do, say breaking the traffic light, or fighting on the street, or not paying your bills, imagine if there are huge consequences that you know would affect you. Imagine how Nigerians would behave. Because the same set of Nigerians travel abroad and they become very, very, very responsible. Even I've seen a white man somewhere here in Abuja parked his car and was paying. And this is something he won't do in his country. And this is a guy that actually grew up in a country where he knows he can't do that. And the same guy comes to a country where he knows there are no consequences and he's doing that. So what does it tell you? It tells you that the reason for the problems we have, or one of the main reasons for the problems we have, is because there are no consequences for bad behaviors. Typically, that is why. So I don't know what we're supposed to do, because of course people listening to this could say, but the rules should be given by the people in authority, and then the implementation should be forced so that we would comply. Okay, maybe that makes sense. But honestly speaking, I don't know how I feel about this country, in all fairness. I've been battling with the right words on how to explain how I feel about my country, until I watched an interview by someone was interviewing Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I can't remember who now. I think it was Ebuka or somebody. I'm not sure who, but I know it was Chimamanda that said this. The person asked, "Do you love Nigeria?" And she hesitated for a minute and then said, "If I said I don't, I'm lying. And if I said I do, I'm also lying." It was an aha moment for me. Because really and truly, I don't even know if I could say I love Nigeria or I hate Nigeria. I feel exactly the same kind of emotions that she feels when asked if I love Nigeria. Because I don't have any other country. I don't know any other country, right? So this is the country I know. But this country that I know disappoints me every day. So it's a case of, should I give up or should I persist? And I know a lot of people may feel the same way about this country. And for me, this is an open video today, that is Independence Day, for all of us to reflect on how we feel about this country and how we think we could, in our own little way, help in moving this country forward. Because we don't have another country. The division and hate and tribalism is becoming something unimaginable, and it's tearing us apart the more. So how do we as individuals, in our own little way, or in our own little ways, do what we are supposed to do to kind of bring about unity, peace, love to this country? So I just needed to say this today, guys, as we celebrate Independence Day. See, I'm wearing green and white because it's my country and I don't have any other country. But as we are celebrating, we should actually sit in this thought for a minute and say, what are the things I can do in my own corner, no matter how little it is, to help in bringing about peace and love to this country that is mine, no matter how I feel about it. Because you can't throw away your child, even if your child is not behaving well, right? You would continue to try and hope for the best. So I hope that Nigeria turns out to be a country we'll be proud of. I hope Nigeria turns out to be the giant, and I hope that we continue to grow, not just as individuals, but as a people and as a nation. Happy Independence Day, my fellow Nigerians. Till next time, guys, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, like, comment, and hang in there. Please don't give up on Nigeria. Don't give up, because the very best is next. Bye. Happy Independence Day.